What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, family? Listen, folks, I need to send a huge shout out to all of the new subscribers. Family, listen, this channel has been going for 5 years, and now we are having tremendous growth. But before I move further, this video for my mom. Now, most of you don't know, but when I started my channel, my mom passed. So she didn't get a chance to see her nappy-head little boy become a YouTuber. But family, I don't want to hold you. I also ran across another picture. Part of the reason why I started the channel is because in 2020, I was sick. Look at this picture. I was dealing with vasculitis. I was on prednisone. I was pretty much twice my size now. So glory to God, I'm still here. Now, family, today is about Section 8 housing. How people getting kicked off the system. Some people getting put out. Some people trashing properties, the whole nine. So let's go on with the videos.
Are coming to Section 8, and the Trump administration is going to start kicking people out of their homes after 2 years. This is coming out right now. The Trump administration proposing limiting Section 8 housing to 2 years for able-bodied adults and adding work requirements. Now, if you don't know what Section 8 housing is, it is usually for lower-income people as a subsidy from the government. And currently, there are no time limits for how long you can be on Section 8 or any work requirements to also get this subsidy from the government. But now, Donald Trump's Housing and Urban Development is reportedly about to introduce that after 2 years, if you are an able-bodied adult, you will no longer be able to live on Section 8 housing. And this has people bringing out stats like this, saying at least 1.4 million people have been on Section 8 every year, and they're also trying to claim that this brings more crime to neighborhoods. With other people saying that the problem with Section 8, food stamps, and other forms of welfare is that it affords the non-working poor person a much better quality of life than the working poor person, so they do not even need to save or earn income that would disqualify them from these welfare programs.
Okay, family, here's the thing. Part of the reason why I do YouTube is that I am in the financial literacy space. I help people with their budget, with their credit, with their investments. You see that email that's running across the screen? If you need my help and you're on Section 8, shoot me an email. But we're going to keep the show rolling.
They're homeless now because of who you voted for. Donald Trump decided to change the guidelines for Section 8. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Listen to this. This is wild, okay? If you have a school-age child under 18 living in your home, okay, you are now required to work full-time, 40 hours a freaking week while they're in school, okay? Number one, they're requiring you to get a job.
Okay, family. Don't you have a job? Why is this young lady complaining about getting a job while her kids are in school? No more sitting back watching the stories. No more sitting on the couch eating bonbons and Frito-Lay chips. It's time to get it. And you know what, family? I'm going to pull her off the screen. Let me say something. You all know I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida. When I initially moved to the DMV, I was homeless. And now I'm on YouTube. I'm going to say that again. When I initially moved to the DMV, I was homeless. And now I'm here in front of you. If I could do it, you can do it. So let's keep the show rolling.
Number two, if you have been on Section 8 for more than 2 years, he is giving you 30 days to get the fuck out. It doesn't matter how many kids you have. It doesn't matter if it's in the middle of winter. None of that matters. It doesn't matter if you have a special needs child. None of that matters. Because you should be able to work a full-time job working 40 hours a week if you have a child in school. If you have a child in school. And it doesn't matter if you have a child that's not in school. Say you have a 3-year-old. It doesn't matter. So if you've been on for Section 8 more than 2 years, I would get your shit together.
Absolutely, family. And this is where the credit cousin come in at. I can help you get your stuff together. But before I go on a rant, let's keep it moving.
They hadn't gave us but 60 days to move. How you gonna find a place to move and they're getting your best date in January?
So Atlanta News First went to the leasing office to find out why they're evicting Section 8 residents.
Now listen, family. In Atlanta, Georgia, they are kicking people, seniors, off of Section 8. But I'm going to bring it back up so you can see the full story.
Mailboxes, eviction notices sent out to some families in South Fulton who rely on Section 8 housing vouchers to keep a roof over their heads.
Yeah, they're being told that their apartment complex will no longer accept those federal housing vouchers. This is happening at the Beacon Ridge Apartments, Old National Highway, College Park.
Atlanta News First reporter Adam Murphy live outside that complex tonight. Adam, what are these families going to do?
Well, first off, good evening, guys. I can tell you I spoke with several of the tenants out here, and they told me they believe as many as 60 Section 8 residents received eviction notices, and they were told they had to move out of this property by the 1st of next year. I read some of those eviction notices, and nowhere in those letters does management explain why they made this decision.
It's not right. They don't care about us.
For more than a decade, most of these ladies made Beacon Ridge Apartments their home.
Yeah, I ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
But they just don't care.
But now these Section 8 residents are being forced to find another place to live and have not been told why.
You know, family, this could be your mother. This could be your auntie. These folks in Atlanta are seniors. There's not many places they can go on the income that they receive. It's bad.
How they just gonna put us out like that? They ain't saying why we got to move. I ain't did nothing. I ain't did a thing.
Several residents received notices on Monday telling them that regardless of when their lease is up, they are required to surrender the premises to management on or before January 31st of next year, and that failure to do so will result in legal action.
So I'm just really concerned about that, and so they hadn't gave us but 60 days to move. How you gonna find a place to move and they're getting your best date in January?
So Atlanta News First went to the leasing office to find out why they're evicting Section 8 residents, but they locked the door and never called us to explain.
There's a lot of us out here that ain't got nowhere to go. And then it's hard to find Section 8.
And the mayor of South Fulton just arrived out here at the complex. He is meeting with some of these Section 8 residents tonight and told me he intends to actually try to talk to management here at the property to better understand why this decision was made. He also told me he plans to pursue legislative options to further protect Section 8 residents in the future from this ever happening again. And I should point out the city of Atlanta just passed a resolution within the last few days which urges property owners receiving financial incentives to accept tenants who pay rent using federal housing vouchers. So it will be interesting to see if the city of South Fulton does the same.
So check it out, family. They are putting profits over people. I know it firsthand because my mother's home in Jacksonville, Florida, her real estate taxes went from $760 a year to $3,000 a year. Now, back in the 60s, they would do stuff like this to kind of push us out of the communities. But look at the credit cousin. I'm going to do what I have to do to make sure my mother's house stays in the family.
I thought the rent was $1,100, bro. I just opened the paper. This shit say you been paying $100, bro. You on Section 8 game?
Why does it matter?
So you gave me a hit. What the fuck is you doing with $1,100 every month?
It don't matter. I have other bills to pay.
You ain't never just get down on me. No, I ain't got shit for myself. That's selfish as fuck.
How is that selfish? The rent
I can't believe this shit right now.
It was $1,100.
You literally paying $100 a month for rent, gang. I've been giving you $1,100. You don't understand what the fuck going on right now?
I just got accepted for Section 8. I was going to tell you. You ain't giving me no time to
It's
tell
you for real. You dead ass serious right now?
So you mad?
So where the fuck the money at? What you spending the money on?
We got other bills here.
What is
It's
you
not
spending
just
the money
rent.
on?
Damn, you sitting here mad about $1,100.
I need my shit back.
What you need back?
Cause you got me out here working hard as hell to get $1,100, gang.
I don't have
And that shit not even going to no bills. Where the fuck is my money at?
What?
Where the fuck is my bread?
Oh my God.
Go get my shit.
Look at my hair though.
Where the fuck you not? Ain't nobody getting shit done around this bitch.
Watch out.
Listen, family. Jay-Z sung a song. I'm a hustler, baby. She hustled it. So listen, family. What do you think about this episode? Put your comments down below. And like I say in all my videos, until our next episode, you be blessed.